up your chest and beat it and say, I'm a strong man. I can do this. I'm powerful. I can do it. Yes, yes, yes.
Today's video I'm doing on meditation. It's history with me and the benefits that I've received. Certified health nut here in his own home after a great meditation session. First of all, I'd like to thank Elliot Hulse for rocking the Certified Health Nut flag in his videos and using his power that he has on YouTube to spread awesome messages, and all the interviews he did with Paul Chek last week. And so I really give it up to the strong man and his strength camp. And thanks for the t-shirt. And I think it's very apropos for today's video. Today's video I'm doing on meditation. It's history with me and the benefits that I've received. So in 1999, after about 4.5 years of trying to quit drugs and alcohol, I decided during New Year's to make a New Year's resolution. I decided that meditation would be a good idea for me. And lo and behold, I started sitting, and I immediately noticed benefits. What I saw right away was that a lot of my subconscious issues around money, career, relationships, things that were eating away at my nervous system and ultimately giving me anxiety on whatever level. I'm not a very anxious person. I'm a little high-strung, but I'm not that anxious. However, I noticed right away that after observing these thoughts in meditation, they didn't haunt me throughout the day. And so I noticed that I had a more peaceful and productive day. And I started communicating it with some friends, and a friend of mine turned me on to a meditation course. And I'd been hearing about these meditation courses for a while, and I was interested in sitting one, and I knew nothing about them. And this guy said he had sat the granddaddy of all meditation courses, retreats, and he would give me the information. He would download it from the internet. And this was 1999. So he downloaded it from the internet, and when I read the material, I cried. And I realized that it would be a good idea for me to go sit one of these courses. So I filled out the application. I'd asked about my drug use, my family history, and it was that had some medicinal qualities to it as well, just going through my own personal history. And so within a small amount of time, about a month, I was scheduled to go sit one of these Vipassana courses. And you can find out more information at dhamma.org, DHAMMA.org. And so, and all the information that I read is right there on the website. And so I went up to sit my first course in Central California, up near Yosemite. Very beautiful space. And it was 10 to 12 hours of meditation a day. And for 10 days in silence, there was no talking. And this was the most challenging thing I had done ever, physically and mentally. I didn't think it would be such a physical component, yet the mind stores tension in the body. And you know, at one point I thought my femur was going to dislocate from my hip, and another point my scapula kind of released off of my back. And so this is just tension that was built up. And when I could speak again, it felt like there was truckloads of garbage, of issues that had just been released from me. I went up there, most people don't know this, but I smoked commercial cigarettes since I was about 13. And at this time I was 33, 1999. And so I was still smoking at the time, and I stopped smoking. And I had had about 4 months sober at this point. So this was about April of the year that I made my New Year's resolution. And immediately I felt a real deep healing on my nervous system. And the technique was about, the meditation that they taught, which was what the Buddha discovered underneath the tree. And so very comprehensive, non-dogmatic, very practical. It was all about sitting and meditation. No, it wasn't about Buddhism. It was about the practicality of meditation and sitting. And so I came home and I started practicing it 2 hours a day. And over the next 6 years, until 2005, I sat about 9 of those courses. And each one was just as challenging as the other one and just as rewarding. And so it helped ground me, center me, get me clear. And then in 2005, I started working with the Amazon Herb Company. I was working with the Maori healers quite a bit. I had a breakup with my girlfriend at the time, and I had a huge heart opening. That's when I was introduced to the Amazon Herb Company. And so my life took a different course. And I also realized that 2 hours a day was a lot of time for meditation, and at some point that started to stress me out. And so I was guided to just let it go. And so this has basically gone on for the last 8 years. And my basic meditation or reconnection or regrounding has been barefoot walking in the park. However, at this point in time, my nervous system is quite stressed because of having 2 young children, having broken sleep, having, I'm Mr. Mom, so their needs always need to be met. So my nervous system's quite jacked up. And so I decided to get back into meditation and start sitting again. And it's been very healing since I've started. Also, I was doing shamanic medicine with Paul Chek last year, and I was sitting in his garden, and I was guided to start meditating. And I realized that the triangular shape of your knees up to your third eye was the pyramid structure, and that the power of your vision out of your third eye is how you create and how you manifest. And so it was a very clear vision. And so I'm happy to be back meditating. I know that it was instrumental in curing my alcoholism, healing my nervous system. The reason I say it cured my alcoholism is because I tried to sober up. I worked at sobering up for 4.5 years. Alcoholics Anonymous did not work for me. Their basic premise that you are powerless, I could never get past that. So I was in and out of that revolving door for about 4.5 years. And when I finally threw in the towel, it was something that was done inside. And the balm or the salve over that wound was Vipassana meditation, something that grounded me into myself, that grounded me into the deeper feelings of myself. And my brother was addicted to heroin, and he said that when you clean up and when you sober up, that it's a good idea to deal with your mental and emotional issues. So I believe that meditation allowed me to do that on a very, very deep level, going into the nervous system. And of course, that's the way ayahuasca works as well. When we're quiet, we're centered, we can feel our body, we can feel everything that's going on inside of us. We have the ability to understand what's irritating us, whatever kind of programs, skeletons in the closet that we're not paying attention to in our day-to-day life. When we slow down, it can be very healing. And you get it's a self-reflection tool. And again, at this point in time in my life, career-wise, being 47, Amazon Herb Company, we just merged with Trivita. This was a mission and a project that I worked on for over 2 years. That's finally come to fruition. It's now time for me to come back and start building that. My children are getting a little bit older. Also, some of my mental and emotional issues are coming up with family, and my commitment is to be the best father and the best husband that I can possibly be. And so there's been some really good things happening recently, and the meditation is just another great addendum for my life. Some of the good things that have happened recently is I stopped cursing. In January, I sat that Native American sweat lodge with my father and a medicine man, 2 medicine men said some very powerful things that resonated with me, and it helped flip the switch for me. Also, I've recently rotated some of my great loves, chocolate, yerba mate, and I forgot what else I did, but anyhow, I've been eating a lot of chocolate lately, and it was good to rotate and give that a rest for a while. And then, of course, the mate is a stimulant. I've been off coffee for about 1.5 years, and so it's good to rotate that and then center in and just enter a different phase in my life. And you know, I think we go in cycles, and so I encourage everyone out there, if you want to try meditation, you don't need much. Just sit down quietly, make sure that your spine is erect. A good meditation pillow helps, and you know, maybe a nice rug. I have a sheepskin here, or a nice comfy towel, and quiet area, and just let your thoughts come up, and don't give them that much attention, and you'll watch that they don't eat away at you after you're done meditating. And so you can try other techniques. You can try watching the breath come in and out of the nose. That helps focus the mind. Visualization. There's plenty of techniques out there. I'm not really into teaching techniques. Find out what floats your boat. And if you have the courage and bravery enough to sit a Vipassana course, I recommend everyone out there. They're basically free. They're donation basis. They're not free. They're donation basis. People get confused on that one. However, and the food's vegan. I know that might not be right for everyone. However, at least it's clean food, and everything's provided for you, and it's comprehensive. 10 days, you go through that, and you will move a lot of energy, and you will go through something. And there's courses and centers all around the world. So I hope that was informative for you guys. And again, big thanks to Elliot Hulse for giving me this t-shirt, the Strength Camp. And yeah, many blessings to everyone out there. And this wasn't a regular certified health nut video, but you know, maybe you got the medicine anyways. So leave a comment in the box, and your impression.